students, let's meet IPS officer Anchal Dalal now. Everyone, I am Tanaz Andorkar from class 8, a proud student of Zindal Vidya Mandir. Today, we are truly honored to interact with an inspiring and dynamic personality, IPS officer Anchal Dalal. Her journey reflects courage, commitment, and unwavering dedication to serving the nation. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
It's a privilege to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Shall I begin?
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, what inspired you to choose Indian Police Service as your career path?
Do you want the long answer or the short answer?
Anything you're comfortable with.
So I have done law from National Law School, Calcutta in New Jersey. During the course of 5 years study there, we have to do internships at various organizations. That is High Court, Supreme Court, non-governmental organization. One such exposure for me was Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan. It's an NGO working with the right to information in Rajasthan. I was there for a month with them, and I used to be with the peasants and the sarpanch and people working for social audit. So there I was inspired by working with grassroots, working for the rights of the people. People who can't really raise their voice and need someone to put their voice forward. Through that, I decided maybe I want to go towards public service, because that is from which I was deriving satisfaction. I was not particularly attracted by a very fat pay package, which is generally a natural outcome of your law degree. People end up in corporate law or say in litigation, etc. So a choice for me was between public service, but through which medium. Initially I thought maybe I'll go for the non-governmental organization sector, but then I realized that the kind of exposure that government service provides to you is unparalleled to what you can do elsewhere. In line with that thought, I appeared for the civil services examination in 2015, and I had given my preference for various services. I got IPS, and this is one service which allows you to see your actions very immediately. If you're seeing any injustice, if you're seeing any person who's in trouble, your actions can very instantly bring them relief, at least for some time. And then of course there's a long term also, where you can work towards the elimination of their plight.
That's really inspiring. Could you share some of the challenges you faced while preparing for your UPSC examination and how you're working now?
Biggest challenge is social media in today's age, I think for every one of us. I had passed out of college, and most of my batchmates were working with some firm or the other. They were partying on weekends, and I was just holed up in a room studying, because the civil services exam is not just one exam, it is a marathon. You first have to give a preliminary exam. Only if you clear that, you move on to the mains examination. And once you clear the mains examination, you go to the interview level, and then finally in the fourth stage you clear the exam or you don't clear. So going through this entire cycle of the examination was a little tough. Keeping in mind, you always keep thinking that what is the opportunity cost? If not this, maybe I could have been doing something else. But then again, what helps in such a situation is a clarity about your goals. Why you want to do what you want to do in the first place. So social media is one, and then consistency. Ensuring consistency is the biggest problem, which a lot of people who are not able to be successful in the exam face. There are many of my friends, my batchmates, much brighter than me from college, but I would say it is God's grace and also consistency which helped me clear the exam.
That's great. As a woman officer in the IPS, how do you balance the demands of your duty with your personal life?
So while in training, our training is done at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy at Hyderabad. We do everything irrespective of gender. The climbing, the running, the whatever, everything that is there is to be done by everyone. So we are treated as officers there. So we have this sense of invincibility once we don the uniform. Once you wear the uniform, the training fills you with so much confidence, with so much assurance about yourself and your skills that you feel you can do anything. So I personally do not really consider myself as a woman officer. I consider myself as an officer, but at the same time, no matter how much you think what you want to think, everyone might be faced with certain situations where the society or the people looking at you see you as a woman or not, or as a man. So I would just like to share a small anecdote here. I was posted as additional SP Satara, and just 2 weeks before that there was a communal riot in the district. We had gone to meet the family of the deceased along with my SP. So some persons there, raised the doubt that अरे पहले तो साहब थे यहाँ पे, उनसे अच्छे से हम बात कर लेते थे, अब मैडम आ गई हैं, DYSP भी मैडम है, कैसे करेंगे. So in such situations, my boss, who was the SP there, he took a very firm stance. He did not, because at that time he could have said कि नहीं नहीं okay, whatever, हम देखेंगे, but he said no, you can't do that. She's an officer. She will be fulfilling all the aspects that you want to professionally to be dealt with, and you can't be saying such things कि महिला है ऐसे तो वैसे. So yes, in such situations we then need officers like my boss there, who was Mrs. Sameer Sheikh, who instill the faith in you also and in the people as well, that you can't think on these gender biased lines.
That's really great. What role do you think students and youth can play in maintaining law and order in society?
Abiding by very little basic laws, like not hankering after your parents to learn driving before your legal age of 18 years. That is one. The second is also children are agents of change. I have huge faith in children and the youth. The kind of things that they can do not just with their own lives, but the kind of changes they can make in their parents' life also. I have seen kids who are learning about traffic regulations and about cyber awareness in schools, and they are sensitizing their parents back home about these things. So yes, once you are cognizant, aware about the surroundings around you, you have the potential in you to be saving a lot of other people also, just by the means of your knowledge. And another, again, advice or expectation from the youth is try to be away from social media and mobile phone as much as possible. I know kids devise multiple hundred reasons why they need a mobile phone, and it's not just a want. But I feel a lot of countries, a lot of continents who agreed with having a mobile phone in schools are now facing the adverse consequences of that on children's studies, on children's health. Kids are having ADHD these days, all thanks to the mobile phone. So yes, once you grow up and it is an inevitable part of your life. For example, I don't want the mobile phone, but I can't not have it because that is the necessity of my job. Being a child, being under 18 allows you have that freedom that you are not bound by it. So maybe try and stay away from it for as long as possible.
Yes, I'll follow. How has the role of women in the police force evolved over the years?
Yes, very important question. There was a time when police was seen as a complete male bastion, and this has been broken at multiple levels. There was a time when there were no women in constabulary, but today we have nearly 33% women in constabulary. In the IPS, Ms. Kiran Bedi was the first IPS officer to start acting as an officer in the force. So their roles have evolved, and thanks to their presence, I think in the police force has become more representative of the people that they are supposed to be serving. Our population inevitably is 50% men and 50% women, and having their representation in the police force provides that perspective that is needed, while dealing with that 50%, which a lot of times goes amiss when it's primarily only male dominated. And there are a lot of other things, for example, dealing with women and children, the role of women officers and constables becomes very important. And there are some very distinctive differences in men and women. There are some women officers with me who are able to do very good detection work because they think a little differently, not really wired like the way men think. So yes, there has been a great evolution, and further, I think donning the uniform also provides a sense of, pride and sense of status in the society, and the ability to affect a great deal of public service.
Finally, ma'am, what message would you like to give to the students who look up to you as a role model?
Okay, that's a tough one. Uh, you have to be your own role model. Uh, you are your own personality, your own person, and you will be able to find out what you really want to do uh, when you explore more. So you should explore. You should find out what excites you, what motivates you, but don't fall into the trap of doing the same thing that the guy next to you is doing. And focus on cultivating your skills, because a lot of times children just end up thinking that they want to be successful, but successful through what means is also important. Once your means are sorted out, once your skills are properly developed, then no matter where you go, you will be successful. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out time from your busy schedule. Your words have truly inspired us and given us a deeper understanding of what it means to serve the nation with courage, compassion, and integrity. We are truly grateful for this opportunity to learn from your journey. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.